So I had a new dock installed today. Just wanted to show that off. I had originally tried to buy a bunch of used parts and make it work. And I just don't have a lot of time right now, and I wanted to be able to fish and, pull the boat up. So these are the pieces that I had bought. I think I paid $200 for the pair. May have been a little bit less because I got there and they weren't in as good of shape as I thought they were. You can see I had to add a new piece of treated down both sides, kind of firm it up. This one was a little bit better. I was gonna refinish them, and then I had some poles that came. Had some poles over there that were left behind. Dug them out of some tall weeds and stuff. And I ordered some post mounts to go on these, and they just didn't fit right. Would have had to drill new holes in the aluminum. Poles weren't the right diameter, so I got kind of tired of messing with it. Then I bought some floats, little platform floats that are supposed to mount to the bottom and help it float. Those didn't work, so found an ad on Facebook Marketplace for like dock pieces for sale, and I asked the guy if he installed, and he gave me the number to a guy that gave me a quote installed on it was going to be a 20-foot out and then with an L on the end, and that was going to be like $2,300. But after talking to him a little bit and understanding, these platforms, if you only had one platform at the end, there's no room to walk around somebody, there's no room for a chair. So I opted for the two 10-foot pieces. So we got 20 foot there. They're 4 foot wide, so 4 foot by 20 foot. And then these are two 12-footers. So that adds another 8 foot. So I have 28 feet long. The boat's like 22, 23 foot. So it'll stick out the back a little bit because I want to keep it away from shore. But it'll have bumpers on it, so it'll be okay with this little jut here. Then we have plenty of room out here for chairs to go fishing, and a little inset area here we could tie a wave runner or jet ski up when I get one of those. So the boat has the sea legs on it, so I can pretty much park that anywhere. He's bringing out some bumpers tomorrow that will go on these poles, so that when the boat hits up against it, it won't like scratch and stuff. They kind of mount over these poles, but then I have the white ones that hang over the side of the boat over there. I just have to move them to a different side, but pretty happy with it. Got a little bit of cleanup to do, but you can see I got a lot of the weeds out, and it's really starting to look sandy under there. So I think with a little elbow grease and raking and cleaning up, we'll have a nice little beach area. This is pretty clay-like here, so I may have to carve some out and clean it up a bit. Get these tires out of here. I'm going to take some of these metal poles out with the excavator. I might leave there's a couple past the boat down there. I might leave those because if I ever wanted to hook a kayak up to it or something, just to let it float while I'm taking a break or something, I can. And then this one's got the PVC over it, so I'll probably keep that one. Could hook a rowboat up, or when I get the paddle boat restored, could put that there. So I'll get these tires out of here, and these bricks out of here, and these old railroad ties out of here. It'll be pretty sweet. I'm anxious to see how deep it is at the end of the dock too. I think 28 foot out there, it should be pretty deep. I've never had any issues with. I swam out there because I was cleaning weeds up. It's probably still only like 6 foot there, 6 to 8 foot out when you get a little bit further. But that's the dock. Total cost was about, I think it was just under $5,000. But these, you can see I ended up putting poles and mounts here So that way I could build a deck right up to it. I may put a little deck platform out here, or pavers, or some kind of patio eventually, with a little wood fire pit thing. And I didn't want this to have to sit on the ground and then worry about it being on level. With these, you can adjust them every year when you take them out and put them in. So you can see that, and then you can see the cross members here. They're pretty thick. They're not cheap stuff. You see they're like 6 inches tall. And then the dock sections are a lot better quality than some of the other aluminum ones I've seen. They have cross members, one at each end and then 2 more in the middle, where a lot of the other ones only had 1 at the end, 1 in the middle, and 1 at the other end. So these are a lot more sturdy. The brand is, well, I don't know if that's the brand, but that's the supplier. Yeah, lifts, ladders, and docks.com, Superior Dock. And then these little red mounts are maxdocks.com, or maxdock. I can't read it from this angle, but they're really nice. It's all aluminum, blocked and milled. So now I don't have to worry about a dock, at least. So he wanted to buy these from me to redo, like, I guess they just keep the aluminum sides and then redo the deck boards and probably sell it on cheaper jobs. But he was only going to give me like $50. I think I paid $200, and I'm sure I can get that again, especially with the fixing up that I did. And then I also have these floating dock sections here. He told me he would only give me like $50 for these also, but I paid $250 for the 4 of them. So I might keep those and make like a floating raft for the kids or something that I could, put out past the dock and a swim platform, if you will. So I'll just keep them for that price. I don't want a lot of junk around here, but I'll sell those docks. And if I don't use the floats right away for a swim platform, I'll just sell those too. So it's a mess out here now. I dug up the septic tank today to start taking a look at that, see if I can reuse it. If not, then I can get started on doing some of the perk tests. That was the word I was looking for earlier. Doing a perk test with the county. So thanks for watching.